rebounder 49 times. Rony gets into the lane and scores!
Good looks from three-point land.
Short-handed and is showing right now for Lake Show. As you said, he didn't score. It's got to feel good for him.
And that one smelled out.
Rony, baseline, runner is good! Points on a 5 for 7 night. James for three. Yes! Up closer to him. Now they switch off. It's Bronny and Giannis. Bronny and Giannis! One thing the Lakers haven't done tonight is really run the floor. That was a fast break basket. In fact, it was their...
It really was nice, but again, that's the one that you live with.
Ball Bronny, strong, scored! Last time we saw him, he was up that one. Bronny looks for more, he's got it! More, he's got it! 13. Bronny James, runner. I'm coming at you just so you can in front of me. Here's James Jr.
Last 2 years, and I'm really enjoying getting to look. Oh,
Bronny again! Jr., former Laker, provided us with so many unreal highlights.
Bronny James picked up by Moses Wood and buries the step back three.
The warm-ups, he did very well.
James on the opening 12. He stops and starts, rolls away, and puts it.
Little Euro stuff action.
Oh, Bronny.
Little stuff.
James trying to get his lick back and puts it home. DC Green, Nicky K, our entire crew, lob it up to James, and he
Approach of the game, you have to stay connected.
Bronny.
Got to stay within the game.
Bronny.
Italian back to their own version.
Bronny for the lead. He puts it in.
Monitored him in the G and feel like he's, you know, in those sort of end game situations when he's gotten a chance to play with us, he's been really good. So not surprised by tonight. And I think his confidence is growing. You mentioned the word comfort. That's certainly there for him. And I think the next step is just, you know, becoming like an elite conditioned athlete. Because when he does that with his physical tools and just his like burst and his handle, and you know, we think he's going to be an above average to really good NBA shooter. He's gonna have a chance to really make an impact.
89 lost to the Bucks last night, but it didn't come without some wins. Bronny James, a career-high 17 points.
I was very impressed. I was very impressed because I saw an elevation in his level of confidence and poise. It was like it didn't really faze him. He didn't look as nervous as he had looked in previous appearances on the basketball court. He looked like somebody that belonged. Now, obviously, Milwaukee gave it to them last night, but just looking at the Lakers without LeBron, without Luka, without Rui Hachimura, without Austin Reeves, of course, that put Bronny James in a position where he could get his 30 minutes, but give credit where credit is due. There were some moves that he put out on the court, ball handling skills, getting to the basket, finishing at the basket, pulling up for jumpers, hitting a three, 17.7 to 10 shooting from the field. I was impressed, okay? This is the big picture here that I want to bring up. I might have been wrong. Are you listening, LeBron James? Are you listening, James family? Are you listening, Rich Paul? Are you listening, all of you people? Because here's my position. My position was all along, Bronny James needed to be in the G League because I've always believed that this kid has the potential, once I watched him, to be in the NBA. But what I saw last night made me say to myself, wait a minute. You know, he keeps showing up and playing like that. J.J. Redick and his staff obviously doing an exceptional job coaching him. The G Leaguers obviously doing a good job of preparing him. Him sitting on the bench, learning, watching the Lakers players, being in practice with them sometimes. Evidently, that seems to be working for him. And if that kind of stuff continues, then indeed he'll be in the league as a bona fide player sooner than later. One game does that make that determination. You need to do more than that. But I wanted to make sure I emphasize that point. And the reason why I wanted to make sure I emphasize that point, Molly, is because at courtside and all of this other stuff, I was never disrespecting Bronny James. I was the one that didn't watch him in high school because I didn't want to judge him like I would have had to had I gone to his game. I didn't go to his college games at USC because he had the heart condition. I waited and waited and waited until he got to the pro level because I wanted to give the kid a chance because obviously being LeBron James' son puts him in a very precarious position. So this notion that I was disrespecting or his son, it's a lie. But I did believe that he belonged in the G League to get himself honed for the NBA level. What may have been wrong about that is that evidently being around J.J. Redick and that staff and being around Pops and the rest of the Los Angeles Lakers, combined with the G League going back and forth, may be doing wonders for him sooner than we anticipated. Because I liked what I saw last night, and I'm going to keep the same energy. When he plays well, we're going to give him props. When he doesn't play well, we're going to say so. That's what happens with covering the league. Maybe his pops didn't tell him that, but I'm going to tell him that. Congrats on a good performance last night. I hope it continues. I believe it will. And I believe he's going to be an NBA player, a bona fide NBA player, a lot sooner than people think based on the progress we're seeing him make.
Yeah, Bronny, just the level of comfort that it looked like you had out there. How did you feel, and did any part of that?
Yeah, I mean, I say I gained my confidence and gained my comfortability over just reps and, getting out there and taking advantage of my opportunity if it's given. So just, being ready at all times, I think that's the biggest thing for me, staying in the stay ready games and practice and stuff like that and taking advantage like I did tonight. So yeah, it's been good for me so far.
JJ was talking to us about kind of seeing your growth. How would you kind of trace the evolution of you with JJ, kind of what he's told you from the first time you met you?
I'd say just all the coaches believing in me and continuing to, put that in my head that they believe in me and what I can do as a player. And, was given an opportunity tonight to go, show them what I've been working on while I've been, sitting the bench in the G League, getting the reps, and stuff like that. So, yeah, just constantly putting that in my head that, they believe in me and that I can contribute.
Say training camp and preseason, and how does that square up with where you are at now, 5 months into your rookie season?
I just say just going in and working as hard as I can. I mean, that's all I can do, just learn and, be open-minded every time I, come into work in the morning and, being that same, level-headed kid, just trying to get his work done. Not really much I can do of random people talking about me, every day. So can't really do much about that. So I just, go in the gym and work, put my head down and try to get better every day.
Your younger brother winning the state championship, and then you being at this stage in your basketball career. I'm just wondering, as the older brother has evolved and,
As when we were younger, the main thing I'd like to push to him is just having fun, just, playing your game. I became a senior, he's now a senior now, to just have that mindset of working, because there's, a lot of kids out there that, want to be in my spot or his spot, and you can't take that for granted. So, yeah, just keep working.